Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Our presentation is going to be protecting an inheritance in the event of divorce. My name is Patrick Lannon. I'm an attorney with Schultz and Bowen LLP, Florida, and with me today is Dolly Hernandez. Dolly.
Good morning, and thank you, Patrick. My name is Dolly Hernandez, and I practice exclusively in marital and family law. I am a partner at Boyd Richards, Parker, and Colinelli PL in Miami, Florida. Patrick, do you want to provide a general overview of our program?
Sure. So before we get started, I do want to let the audience know that we have based this presentation on an article that we co-authored together with attorney Mary Carr of the Gunster Law Firm, also in Miami. And we published an article with the Florida Bar Journal, and we want to give Mary full co-author credit for these materials. So the topic began as a conversation between Mary and I about a very common issue that comes up for us as estate planners. And as estate planners, we often have clients, I think for whatever reason, my clients more than Mary's, but it comes up a lot regardless. A lot of clients will come to me and say, look, I've done well in life. If I pass away before spending all my assets, I'd like to leave those as my descendants, but I want to make sure they're for my descendants. They're not for anybody else. They're not for my descendants' favorite charities. They're not for my descendants' friends, and they're not for my descendants' spouse, or most especially, they're not for my descendants' ex-spouse. Even if they're okay with the assets going almost anywhere else, it's very common in my practice for a client to say, I do not want the ex-spouse or the future ex-spouse of my descendant to end up with my money. It's not why I'm leaving it. Sometimes they're very apologetic and saying, look, I love my son-in-law, daughter-in-law. I just feel no particular desire to provide for them. Sometimes they're less apologetic. Say, I do not like my son-in-law, daughter-in-law. When that scum finally gets kicked to the curb, I want to make sure that my money doesn't support him or her. And in particular, this may even apply to clients whose children are young and they have no spouses, and they certainly don't have any prospective ex-spouses. But nevertheless, divorce is a big issue in our country, and everyone has had some personal experience with it. Now, I'm going to make this personal to use an example. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that I have saved up $10 million, and I wish that I had, and that I'm going to leave that $10 million. Let's just say I have one child. And so I'm going to leave this $10 million to my daughter. But when she marries, I expect her spouse to take care of him or herself and not to use my money to live on if they get divorced. Maybe the money is available to them during the marriage, maybe it's not. But if they get divorced, that individual should not be living off of my money. Now, again, this is not a goal that I am pushing on clients. It's not a goal that every client has. Some clients will say, look, once I give my money to my child or grandchild, knock themselves out, do whatever you want with it, right? You want to leave it to your favorite charity or your favorite celebrity or whoever, that's on them. It's their money. And if they want to leave it to an ex-spouse, knock yourself out. So I'm not suggesting this is a goal that we're pushing on them, but if it is a goal, then it is one that we should be ready to support.